some of the other work you're doing, because it's really easy to just talk about the current catastrophe going on, and that is a shame. And I love that you guys are helping out there
Mm-hmm.
in Maui and Lahaina. And you guys have done a
Mm-hmm.
lot of work like this for, a lot of natural disasters and a lot of, oppressed people,
Mm-hmm.
countries that are oppressing their own people or oppressing other people. But there's another special group that you work with, and that's rescuing children out of sex slavery. Maybe it's just, straight slavery, but it's most certainly including sex slavery. And
Mm-hmm.
I'd love for you to talk a little bit about that, because this is a mission near and dear to my heart. I've brought on Love Justice International. I'll be bringing on Tim
Mm-hmm.
Tebow and his foundation. And one of the things that our family loves to support is this: anything that fights and combats human trafficking, which I think is one of the greatest evils of the world.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And those are great organizations, and thank you so much for supporting them. And while we do a few different things at Aero Recovery, ending human trafficking is what we want to do and what we want to be known for in the end. And we've just put a lot of time and effort in planning the way that we do it, because we firmly believe that these veterans, the ones that are writing themselves off, they're the ones that are really capable of conducting these missions in austere environments, that you have to do undercover skills that we learn with some of the schools we go through. And you have to be fearless. And so we're getting the operators to go do them, and we have been doing them. And Tim Ballard is one of our board members, and he's my mentor in this space. I met him, and we talk about that. I nearly took my life in December of 2020. I met him about a month later in January, and 2 days after meeting him, I was in Uganda chasing down a witch doctor who was committing these child sacrifice rituals and child mutilation, and going out there, and I started planning that mission, and I'm working with Tim, and he always tells everybody, he's like, Jeremy, you're like the most in-depth planner I've ever met, and like you're a great briefer. I was like, yeah, this is how we do things in special operations. And he's like, this is fantastic. So we've been working with Tim and for the last nearly 3 years now, and we don't even really announce it, but we've been out conducting child rescue missions. We've been all over the world doing this, and I was just in Colombia myself last month, and we did 4 separate operations in Colombia. We rescued over 20 women and children. 6 of those were minors. We took down 10 traffickers, and right now I have this amazing opportunity, because I'm currently in Mexico City right now with Tim Ballard, and he's going around and he's promoting the movie The Sound of Freedom, which, even though it's been very politicized, but at the end of the day, that movie is bringing awareness to a cause that people don't talk about. They really don't. It's the second largest criminal enterprise in the world. People, number one, they don't want to talk about it because it's uncomfortable, or 2, they just don't know about it. And this movie has been such a blessing because it has given us access. So I'm here in Mexico City. We'll go do a screening, and then I get connected to all these amazing top officials that want to help more. And now Aerial Recovery is right here. We're getting those contacts and leads, and we're opening up an enormous amount of potentials and operations. I've got 2 meetings with presidents in Central America coming up, and very excited about those. And it's been such a blessing to be able to take a motion picture about an amazing man, a great near and dear friend and mentor to me, about him, and seeing that impact in his life work and his mission and his purpose, and how that's finally bringing some more much needed awareness to this cause. And it's great.